Chosen ones, this message has found you at the perfect moment. This is not an accident. You did not stumble upon this by chance. Your soul has been searching for this truth, and today you are about to receive the revelation that will change everything you thought you knew about yourself and the world around you. Listen closely. What I am about to share is not just knowledge, it is the key to unlocking the power that has always been within you. If you are here, it means you are a part of something far greater than yourself. You are not just another person walking through life. You have been set apart, chosen. And with that calling comes a divine protection so strong that no force of darkness can penetrate it. You carry a supernatural energy field, an impenetrable shield of divine origin placed upon you by God Himself. This is not an abstract concept or a spiritual metaphor. This is a reality that governs your existence. You may not see it, but it is as real as the air you breathe, as tangible as the heartbeat in your chest. The reason the enemy fights you so hard is because he knows he cannot touch you. The darkness fears your light. The demons tremble at the presence that surrounds you. But here's the truth. Many chosen ones walk this earth completely unaware of the divine shield around them. They live as if they are vulnerable, as if they are ordinary, when in reality they are fortified by the hand of God Himself. The moment you awaken to this truth, everything changes. Your spiritual shield strengthens, your energy field becomes unshakable, and your divine protection intensifies. The forces of darkness can no longer deceive you, oppress you, or manipulate you. They can no longer trespass into your life because they are repelled by the divine barrier that God has placed around you. You have always felt different, haven't you? Like you don't quite fit in with the world around you. Like there's something unique about you, something set apart. That feeling is not your imagination. It is the call of your destiny. It is the mark of divine selection upon your life. The world may not understand you. People may question you, reject you, or even fear the light within you. And that's because your presence disturbs the darkness. But hear me, you are not meant to be understood by the world. You are meant to rise above it. You are meant to walk in power. The chosen ones do not conform to the world. They transform it. Right now, in this very moment, you are being activated into a new level of spiritual awareness. The revelation of your divine protection is being unlocked within you. The spiritual forces that have tried to hold you down can no longer stand against you. The deception that once clouded your mind is being broken. The fear that once held you captive is being cast out. You are a force to be reckoned with. When you step into a room, the atmosphere shifts. When you speak, the spirit realm listens. When you move, heaven moves with you. This is your reality. This is your power. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand against you. Now, I want you to do something. If this message resonates with your spirit, if you feel this truth stirring inside of you, I want you to affirm it. Comment, "I am chosen" below. Declare it. Own it. Step into the fullness of who you are meant to be and share this message because there are others like you who need to hear this truth. Chosen ones, you are not alone. You have never been alone. The divine shield around you is proof that God has been with you all along. And as you move forward, walking in the fullness of your calling, remember this: you are protected. You are powerful. You are chosen. Stay with me, because in the next moments, I am going to reveal even more about the supernatural authority that you carry. The enemy has tried to keep you from this knowledge, but today, the veil is being lifted. The truth is being revealed. and your destiny is being unlocked. The question is, are you ready to step into it? Chosen ones, hear me now. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to blend into the crowd, never meant to walk the path of the world unnoticed. There is a divine power within you, a force unlike any other. And today, you must come to understand its magnitude. Your energy is not like the energy of this world. It is set apart, consecrated, vibrating at a higher frequency than most can comprehend. This is not a metaphor. This is your reality. You operate on a spiritual plane that transcends earthly understanding. And that is why you often feel different. That is why the world does not always recognize you. Because you were not made for the world. You were made to rise above it. Your energy field is a direct reflection of your divine connection. It is the mark of heaven upon you, the signature of God's calling on your life. While others navigate life by sight alone, you move with wisdom, guided by the unseen, propelled by the Spirit. This energy is your compass, leading you toward purpose even when the world around you stumbles in confusion. Have you ever felt like you just don't fit? Have you ever walked into a room and sensed that people either gravitate toward you or recoil from you without knowing why? That is the nature of your energy field. You are not invisible in the spiritual realm. You shine like a beacon, and that light cannot be ignored. But understand this, your light does more than illuminate, it protects. Your energy field is not just a signal of who you are. It is a barrier, a divine shield placed around you by the Most High. It keeps the darkness at bay, repelling the forces that seek to infiltrate and weaken you. There are those who will be drawn to you, those who seek hope, peace, and clarity. They will recognize something in you, even if they cannot explain it. They will seek your wisdom, lean into your presence, and find comfort in the light that radiates from within you. But there will also be those who cannot stand to be near you, not because of who you are, but because of what you carry. The frequency of your spirit disturbs the darkness in them. It unsettles those who operate in low vibrations, those who thrive in deceit, manipulation, and confusion. They may reject you, they may oppose you, they may even try to silence you. But do not be discouraged. This is confirmation of who you are. The world reacts to chosen ones in two ways. Some will seek you out for truth, and others will despise you for exposing theirs. The light you carry does not just guide, it reveals. And when light enters darkness, the hidden things are brought into view. This is why some will feel uncomfortable in your presence. Your very existence is a challenge to the darkness they have embraced. So what will you do with this truth? Will you shrink back? Will you dim your light to make others comfortable? Or will you step fully into the power that God has placed within you? The choice is yours, but let me remind you, you were never meant to hide. You were never meant to conform. You were called to stand, to shine, to disrupt the darkness, to be a force that cannot be ignored. If this message resonates with your spirit, I want you to affirm it right now. Comment, I am chosen. Declare it, own it. Let the spiritual realm know that you recognize who you are. And if you know someone else who needs to hear this truth, share this message with them. Because the time for the chosen ones to rise is now. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next will take you even deeper into the reality of your divine calling. You have an energy field that is unshakable, and when you fully step into it, nothing, absolutely nothing can stand against you. There is a reason you feel different, a reason the world reacts to you the way it does. You carry a frequency that disrupts the darkness. Your energy is not ordinary. It is divine, set apart, vibrating at a level that low-frequency forces cannot tolerate. And that is why you experience resistance. That is why certain people cannot stand to be near you. When someone operates from a place of fear, anger, or negativity, your light exposes what they would rather keep hidden. Your presence forces them to confront their own shadows, to acknowledge the aspects of themselves they would rather ignore. And for many, that is unbearable. They may try to distance themselves. Some may even attack you, not because of who you are, but because of what you represent. But hear me, this reaction is not about you. It is about them, their discomfort, their hostility, their resistance. These are the symptoms of an unhealed soul encountering a force too powerful to ignore. You must understand this so that you do not take their reactions personally. You were never called to make others comfortable. You were called to be a light. Your mission is not to convince, to change, or to force others to see. Your mission is to be, to walk in your divine calling, to radiate truth, and to let the light within you shine without apology. And here is what you must know. Those who are aligned with your energy, those who are ready for the truth will be drawn to you. They will seek your presence, find peace in your energy, and feel an unspoken connection to the light you carry. But those who are not aligned will fall away. They will reject, resist, and sometimes even resent you. But this is not your burden to carry. This is the law of spiritual alignment. Energy moves in harmony with itself. Those vibrating at a higher frequency will lift others, while those who refuse to elevate will remove themselves. And as this happens, your energy field will do more than just attract and repel. It will shield. Yes, your aura is more than light. It is a fortress, a spiritual barrier that separates you from forces that do not serve your highest good. You may not always see it, but it is there. It surrounds you, repelling the darkness, keeping negative energies from infiltrating your life. There are unseen forces that seek to attach themselves to those who are unaware of their spiritual power. They feed on fear, thrive on doubt, and manipulate the vulnerable. But hear me clearly, they cannot touch you. When you walk in divine alignment, when you stand firm in your calling, you operate at a frequency they cannot reach. They cannot manipulate you, cannot control you, cannot drain you of your light. Your energy is simply too strong, too pure. And in the spiritual realm, it is a force to be reckoned with. Every step you take in alignment with your divine purpose strengthens this barrier. Every moment you embrace your calling, your shield becomes more impenetrable. You are not just walking through this world. You are moving in power, covered in protection, guarded by a force that darkness cannot penetrate. So understand this, you are not weak, you are not alone, and you are not unprotected. You have been given a divine inheritance, a supernatural defense system built into your very being. And when you fully awaken to this truth, nothing, absolutely nothing, will be able to stand against you. Chosen ones, I want you to affirm this now. Declare it. Comment, I am chosen below. Let this truth settle into your spirit. Share this message with those who need to hear it, because there are others like you, others who have felt different, others who have been searching for confirmation of who they truly are. And hear me, this is only the beginning. There is more for you to uncover. More power, more wisdom, more revelation. Stay with me, because what I reveal next will take you even deeper into your divine inheritance. Your energy field is not just a shield, it is your mark of destiny, and nothing can take it from you. Chosen ones, listen closely. There are spiritual laws that govern the unseen realms just as surely as physical laws govern the natural world. These laws are unchanging, unbreakable, and beyond human manipulation. Just as gravity holds you to the earth, the spiritual laws of divine protection hold firm in the supernatural realm. Demons, dark forces, and negative entities cannot bypass these laws. They do not have the authority to override divine order. No matter how deceptive, powerful, or persistent they may appear, they are bound by the limits set by God. And one of these unshakable laws is this: the energy field of a chosen one is divinely protected. No force of darkness can penetrate it unless it is permitted. When God chooses you, when He marks you as His own, your energy shifts. A divine seal is placed upon your soul, a supernatural imprint of God's authority. This is not symbolism. This is not an abstract belief. This is spiritual truth. The moment you were chosen, a force field of divine light surrounded you, a barrier so powerful that darkness cannot cross it. This light is not a mere metaphor. It is a living force, an extension of God Himself. It moves, it shields, it repels. It is an actual energy operating in the spiritual realm, acting as a shield that keeps demonic entities at bay. You may not always see it, you may not always feel it, but it is there. It is your birthright. Yet despite this protection, the forces of darkness do not give up easily. They will circle around you, testing the perimeter, seeking an entry point. They cannot break through, but they will wait for you to lower your guard. They will attempt to deceive, to manipulate, to plant seeds of fear and doubt, but they cannot touch you unless you allow it. Do you understand the weight of this truth? Darkness has no real power. It does not create. It only corrupts. It does not sustain. It only drains. It does not rule. It only deceives. Darkness is weak. It thrives only where there is an absence of light. And you, chosen one, are filled with divine light. This is why demons are drawn to those in spiritual darkness. They seek those who are lost, those whose energy is low, those who are disconnected from their divine purpose. They feed on fear, sin, negativity, and despair. But when you walk in alignment with God, when your heart and spirit are attuned to His will, your frequency is too high for them to reach. They cannot bear to be in your presence. They cannot exist in the brilliance of your energy field. The light repels them. Your energy is a direct reflection of your divine connection. It is a spiritual fortress, shielding you from the unseen battles that rage in the supernatural realm. When you are aligned with them, this shield is impenetrable. No curse, no spell, no attack can break through. But here is what you must understand. This protection is not unconditional if you stray from your spiritual path. Your divine shield is strong, but it is also your responsibility. Just as a warrior must maintain their armor, you must guard your energy. If you allow negativity, doubt, or sin to infiltrate your spirit, your vibrational state weakens. Fear lowers your shield. Unforgiveness creates cracks in your barrier. Spiritual neglect leaves openings for darkness to creep in. And when that happens, demonic forces take their chance. Do you see now why discipline is essential? Why prayer is not just a routine but a necessity? Why you must stay spiritually vigilant? The enemy is always watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. They cannot force their way in, but they can lure you into opening the door. And how do they do this? Through distraction, through temptation, through subtle manipulations that pull you away from God's presence. They want you to forget who you are. They want you to question your power. Because the moment you forget, the moment you doubt, your shield wavers. Chosen ones, you cannot afford to be spiritually careless. You are not like the rest of the world. You cannot walk blindly through life, unaware of the battles being waged around you. The forces of darkness recognize you, even when you do not recognize yourself. They see your light, they know your calling, and they will do anything to dim it. But hear this, they cannot win. The moment you align yourself fully with your divine purpose, the moment you embrace your identity as a chosen one, your light intensifies, your shield strengthens, your authority in the spirit realm becomes undeniable, and no force of darkness can stand against it. So I ask you, chosen one, will you guard your light? Will you remain steadfast in your calling? Will you stand firm in the divine protection that has been given to you? If this message resonates with your spirit, affirm it now. Comment "I am protected" below. Declare your truth. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it, because there are others like you, others who are awakening, others who need to be reminded of who they are. Stay with me, because I am about to reveal even greater truths about your spiritual authority. Your energy is your inheritance. Your shield is your power, and nothing can take that from you. Chosen ones, listen closely. There are spiritual laws that govern the unseen realms just as surely as physical laws govern the natural world. These laws are unchanging, unbreakable, and beyond human manipulation. Just as gravity holds you to the earth, the spiritual laws of divine protection hold firm in the supernatural realm. Demons, dark forces, and negative entities cannot bypass these laws. They do not have the authority to override divine order. No matter how deceptive, powerful, or persistent they may appear, they are bound by the limits set by God. And one of these unshakable laws is this: the energy field of a chosen one is divinely protected. No force of darkness can penetrate it unless it is permitted. When God chooses you, when He marks you as His own, your energy shifts. A divine seal is placed upon your soul, a supernatural imprint of God's authority. This is not symbolism. This is not an abstract belief. This is spiritual truth. The moment you were chosen, a force field of divine light surrounded you, a barrier so powerful that darkness cannot cross it. This light is not a mere metaphor. It is a living force, an extension of God Himself. It moves, it shields, it repels. It is an actual energy operating in the spiritual realm, acting as a shield that keeps demonic entities at bay. You may not always see it, you may not always feel it, but it is there. It is your birthright. Yet, despite this protection, the forces of darkness do not give up easily. They will circle around you, testing the perimeter, seeking an entry point. They cannot break through, but they will wait for you to lower your guard. They will attempt to deceive, to manipulate, to plant seeds of fear and doubt, but they cannot touch you unless you allow it. Do you understand the weight of this truth? Darkness has no real power. It does not create, it only corrupts. It does not sustain, it only drains. It does not rule, it only deceives. Darkness is weak. It thrives only where there is an absence of light, and you, chosen one, are filled with divine light. This is why demons are drawn to those in spiritual darkness. They seek those who are lost, those whose energy is low, those who are disconnected from their divine purpose. They feed on fear, sin, negativity, and despair. But when you walk in alignment with God, when your heart and spirit are attuned to His will, your frequency is too high for them to reach. They cannot bear to be in your presence. They cannot exist in the brilliance of your energy field. The light repels them. Your energy is a direct reflection of your divine connection. It is a spiritual fortress, shielding you from the unseen battles that rage in the supernatural realm. When you are aligned with God, this shield is impenetrable. No curse, no spell, no attack can break through. But here is what you must understand. This protection is not unconditional if you stray from your spiritual path. Your divine shield is strong, but it is also your responsibility. Just as a warrior must maintain their armor, you must guard your energy. If you allow negativity, doubt, or sin to infiltrate your spirit, your vibrational state weakens. Fear lowers your shield. Unforgiveness creates cracks in your barrier. Spiritual neglect leaves openings for darkness to creep in. And when that happens, demonic forces take their chance. Do you see now why discipline is essential? Why prayer is not just a routine but a necessity? Why you must stay spiritually vigilant? The enemy is always watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. They cannot force their way in, but they can lure you into opening the door. And how do they do this? Through distraction, through temptation, through subtle manipulations that pull you away from God's presence. They want you to forget who you are. They want you to question your power. Because the moment you forget, the moment you doubt, your shield wavers. Chosen ones, you cannot afford to be spiritually careless. You are not like the rest of the world. You cannot walk blindly through life, unaware of the battles being waged around you. The forces of darkness recognize you even when you do not recognize yourself. They see your light, they know your calling, and they will do anything to dim it. But hear this, they cannot win. The moment you align yourself fully with your divine purpose, the moment you embrace your identity as a chosen one, your light intensifies, your shield strengthens, your authority in the spirit realm becomes undeniable, and no force of darkness can stand against it. So I ask you, chosen one, will you guard your light? Will you remain steadfast in your calling? Will you stand firm in the divine protection that has been given to you? If this message resonates with your spirit, affirm it now. Comment, "I am protected" below. Declare your truth. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Because there are others like you, others who are awakening, others who need to be reminded of who they are. Stay with me, because I am about to reveal even greater truths about your spiritual authority. Your energy is your inheritance. Your shield is your power. And nothing can take that from you. Chosen ones, hear this truth. When you walk into a room, darkness trembles. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is spiritual reality. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. We still John 1:5. Have you ever stepped into a space and felt the atmosphere shift? Conversations that were tense suddenly soften. Arguments dissipate without explanation. A heavy energy lifts, replaced by an unspoken peace. This is not by chance. This is the power of God working through you. Your presence is a carrier of divine light, and darkness cannot stand in its presence. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. But just as some are drawn to your presence, others will resist it. You may have noticed people avoiding you, becoming uneasy, or even acting hostile without cause. They may not understand why, but their spirit senses it. Your light exposes what they would rather keep hidden. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his works should be exposed. John 3:20. The very presence of a chosen one forces the darkness within them to confront the truth, and not everyone is ready for that reckoning. At times, this spiritual battle will manifest in physical ways. You may notice strange occurrences, objects shifting without explanation, unsettling sensations in certain environments, or unexpected resistance from people. This is warfare. The forces of darkness are aware of you. But listen to me, they cannot harm you. They can only attempt to intimidate, distract, or weaken your faith, but they have no power over you unless you give it to them. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. Demons do not fear empty words, they fear authority. They fear those who walk in alignment with God's will. They fear those who know their identity in Christ. This is why they try to instill doubt, to weaken your awareness of who you are. But let me remind you, you are marked, you are protected, you are chosen. Your energy field is not just a passive shield. It is a force of divine power. The more you align with what, the stronger it becomes. Submit yourselves then to resist the devil and he will flee from you. James chapter 4:7. Darkness cannot coexist with a spirit fully surrendered to God. The closer you walk with him, the more impenetrable your shield becomes. So chosen ones, stand firm. When you walk into a room, know that the light within you shifts the very fabric of the space. Know that your presence is a declaration of God's authority. You were never meant to blend in. You were never meant to walk unnoticed. You were created to stand as a beacon of truth, a warrior of light. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. If this resonates with you, comment, I carry the light below. Declare it. Own it. Let the world know who you are, and share this message, because there are others like you who need to awaken to their divine power. Stay with me, because what I'm about to reveal next will take you deeper into your divine authority. The battle is real, but the victory is already won, and you, chosen one, are walking in that victory. Your energy field is your divine armor, and its strength is directly tied to your spiritual awakening. This is not just philosophy, this is a supernatural reality. The closer you walk with God, the brighter your aura radiates, and the more impenetrable your shield becomes. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you. Isaiah 61. Do you understand what this means? The strength of your energy field is not random. It is cultivated. It is built through faith, discipline, and alignment with God's will. The more you align with your divine purpose, the more power flows through you. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. Strengthening your supernatural energy field prayer. Your direct line to power prayer is not just words. It is an activation. It is the key that unlocks divine energy. When you pray, you charge your spirit. When you speak God's word, you fortify your shield. The prayer of a righteous person is powerful. James 5:16. Without prayer, your energy weakens. But with it, your field is unshakable. Fasting, purifying your vessel. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food. It is about removing distractions that weaken your energy. When you fast, you strip away the weight of the world, making space for divine power to flow. Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. Matthew 4:1. Fasting clears spiritual blockages and elevates your vibration. Walking in purpose, aligning with divine will. The moment you step into your true calling, Your energy field becomes indestructible. Purpose is power. When you walk outside of your calling, you scatter your energy. When you move in divine assignment, your aura intensifies. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Jeremiah 29:11. When you are in alignment, darkness cannot touch you. Guarding your mind, the battlefield of thought. Spiritual warfare begins in the mind. If the enemy can control your thoughts, he can weaken your energy field. You must take authority over what enters your spirit. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Fill your thoughts with truth, and your shield will remain strong. Eliminating energy contamination, toxic people and environments. Not everyone around you is meant to be in your presence. Some people carry negative energy that will drain your vitality. Be discerning. Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Protect your energy. Separate yourself from darkness. Spiritual hygiene, cleansing your energy. Just as the body requires cleansing, so does your spirit. Engage in practices that purify your soul. Meditation, worship, immersion in nature. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Psalm 51:10. Purity in spirit strengthens your supernatural shield. The power of silence and meditation. The world is noisy and distraction weakens your energy. Silence is where you hear God. Meditation aligns your soul with divine truth. Be still and know that I am God. By Psalm 46:10. When you sit in stillness, your energy field regenerates. Nourishing your spiritual strength, eating high vibrational foods. Your diet affects more than just your body, it affects your spirit. High energy foods, fruits, vegetables, clean water, fuel your supernatural strength. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it all for the glory of God. 1 Corinthians 10:31. What you consume either elevates or weakens you. Living in worship and gratitude. A heart filled with gratitude attracts divine presence. Worship shifts atmospheres. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Psalm 104. When you live in gratitude, your light intensifies. Your call to action. The battle is real, and the time to strengthen your energy field is now. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Take action. Step into your calling. Align with your divine energy and fortify your supernatural shield. Comment, I claim my divine power below. Declare it. Speak it into existence. And if you know someone who needs this revelation, share this message now. Stay with me, because the next revelation I share will unlock even greater truths about your supernatural protection. Your energy is your inheritance. Guard it, strengthen it, and walk in it. Your energy field is both a shield and a weapon, a divine force that repels darkness and attracts light. This is not a theory. This is spiritual law. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John 1:5. Every chosen one carries a supernatural presence. Some feel it but do not understand it. Others are fully aware and have seen the undeniable signs that their energy field is operating in full power. Today you will understand the depth of this power and why it cannot be ignored. The power of silence and meditation. There is a reason the enemy thrives in noise, chaos, and distraction. Silence is where clarity is birthed. Meditation is where your spirit aligns with divine insight. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. When you sit in silence, you make space for divine wisdom. Your energy field strengthens, your aura intensifies, and the forces of darkness are repelled. Regular meditation is not just about relaxation. It is about clearing spiritual clutter, removing negativity, and fortifying your supernatural shield. The more you embrace silence, the stronger your awareness of God's presence becomes. And in that presence, no darkness can dwell, strengthening your energy field through spiritual alignment. The more you walk in alignment with your divine calling, the more unshakable your energy field becomes. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Isaiah 40:31. Your aura is a direct reflection of your spiritual condition. When you are walking in purpose, when your faith is strong, your energy field radiates light, repelling demonic forces. But what happens when this shield is operating at full capacity? What are the undeniable signs that your supernatural energy field is actively repelling dark forces? Pay close attention. 1. People act strangely around you. Have you noticed people avoiding you for no reason? Have you seen sudden aggression or hostility from individuals who once seemed neutral? This is not random. This is spiritual resistance. For everyone who does wicked things hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his work should be exposed. John chapter 3:20. Your presence disrupts those who operate under low vibrational, negative, or demonic influences. They do not understand why they feel uneasy around you, but their spirit knows it is being exposed. 2. Negative individuals cannot stay near you. Demonic forces use people as vessels. When you step into a space, those carrying darkness feel an unbearable discomfort. This is why some will reject you without reason. They are not rejecting you. They are rejecting the light within you. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. Your energy blocks manipulation, deceit, and spiritual attacks before they can reach you. Those who thrive in darkness cannot tolerate your presence. Animals and children react to your presence. Animals and children see beyond the physical realm. They recognize divine light and spiritual purity. Have you ever noticed that animals gravitate toward you, staying close as if drawn by something unseen? This is because they perceive the divine protection around you. Even the winds and the sea obey him. Matthew chapter 8:27. But there is another side to this. Some animals react with sudden fear or agitation in your presence. Why? Because they sense the spiritual warfare taking place. When demonic forces linger near, animals will react instinctively. Pay attention. Their response is often a warning. 4. Unexplainable waves of peace during case. Have you ever been in a tense or chaotic situation, yet felt an unshakable peace settle over you? This is not normal. It is divine shielding. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7. Your energy field acts as a spiritual force field, absorbing negativity and transforming it into peace. This is why others may look to you as a source of calm during storms. They sense your divine covering. 5. Your dreams are protected. Many experience demonic attacks through nightmares, dark figures, spiritual oppression, or terrifying visions. But chosen ones, your energy field blocks these intrusions. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Proverbs 3:24. Even if dark forces attempt to enter, they fail. You wake up stronger, clearer, more spiritually aware. If your dreams remain peaceful, filled with divine messages rather than fear, It is a sign your spiritual shield is impenetrable. 6. Divine protection in dangerous situations. There are moments when you should have been harmed, but you weren't. The accident that never touched you. The disaster that somehow bypassed you. The situation where danger was imminent, yet you remained untouched. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. People may call it luck. It is not luck. It is divine protection. Your energy field, strengthened by faith and purpose, acts as a supernatural barrier against harm. Final call to action, chosen ones. The evidence is clear. You are shielded. You are protected. Your energy field is a weapon against the forces of darkness. But listen, this is not automatic. Your shield must be nurtured, strengthened, and guarded. The time to fortify your supernatural energy field is now. Declare your authority. Comment, "I walk in divine protection" below. Speak it into existence. And if this message resonates, share it. There are others who need to awaken to this truth. Stay with me, because what I will reveal next will unlock even deeper dimensions of your supernatural identity. Your light is rising. Your power is growing. Your divine covering is unshakable. Chosen ones, hear this truth. Being untouchable does not mean being untested. You are protected, shielded by a divine force. But that does not mean the attacks will stop. In fact, the more you awaken, the greater the resistance you will face. The enemy does not attack those who are lost. He attacks those who are stepping into their calling, those who are rising, those who are dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you shall condemn. In Isaiah 54:17. Why do spiritual attacks still happen to chosen ones? Because you are a threat. Your presence alone disrupts darkness. Your light exposes hidden things. Your energy repels negative forces. And so the enemy seeks another way in, not through brute force, but through deception, distraction, and division. The attacks may not break your shield, but they will try to create cracks. And these cracks appear in the form of isolation, doubt, betrayal, and demonic distractions. 1. Isolation, the silent weapon of the enemy. Have you felt alone on this journey? Have you noticed that the more you grow spiritually, the fewer people remain in your life? This is not an accident. And he said to them, "You will all fall away, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered." Mark 14:27. Isolation is one of the most effective spiritual attacks because it makes you question your purpose. When you are alone, the enemy whispers doubts. He tells you that no one understands you, that you are abandoned, that you are mistaken about your calling. But hear this, isolation is not rejection, it is refinement. God separates those he is preparing. He pulls you away from the noise so you can hear his voice clearly. If you feel isolated, do not mistake it for abandonment. See it as divine positioning. 2. Doubt, the subtle seed of destruction. Doubt does not come as an explosion, it comes as a whisper. It sneaks in when you are tired, when things take longer than expected, when opposition arises. Now the serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, "Has God indeed said," Genesis 3:1, this is how the enemy operates. He will not tell you outright that you are not chosen. He will make you question it. Has God really called you? Are you really set apart? Are you really capable of fulfilling this purpose? If the enemy can plant the seed of doubt, he doesn't need to break you. You will do it yourself. Doubt is not just a thought, it is an attack. It weakens your faith, lowers your vibration, and makes you susceptible to further manipulation. And what is the antidote to doubt? Faith. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5. Faith must be stronger than your doubt. Speak God's word over yourself. Declare the truth even when you don't feel it. Do not let doubt take root. 3. Betrayal. The weapon used by those closest to you. Nothing wounds deeper than betrayal, and nothing is more common in the lives of chosen ones. Wait, because the enemy knows that pain from a stranger is one thing, but pain from a friend or loved one can break you in ways nothing else can. Even my close friend, someone I trusted, one who shared my bread, has turned against me. Psalm 41:9. Betrayal is a strategy of the enemy, but it is also a tool of God. What the enemy intends for harm, God uses for elevation. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers before he reached the palace. Jesus was betrayed by Judas before he fulfilled his mission. If you have experienced betrayal, do not let it harden you. Forgive, but do not be blind. Learn, but do not close your heart. Your discernment is being sharpened, and your spirit is being strengthened. 4. Demonic distractions. The subtle infiltration. Not all attacks come as hardship. Some come disguised as opportunities, relationships, or entertainment that seem harmless. Demonic people, those carrying spiritual contamination, may enter your life not through violence, but through connection. They attach themselves to you, drain your energy, plant seeds of confusion, and slowly pull you away from your purpose. For Satan himself transforms into an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. The enemy does not always come with horns and fire. He comes as a friend, a lover, a mentor, a business partner. He comes in the form of time-wasting habits, toxic environments, and small compromises that seem insignificant but lead you far from your path. Stay vigilant. Stay discerning. Guard your energy. How to stay protected. Daily prayer and meditation. Your connection to God is your greatest weapon. The more you pray, the stronger your energy field becomes. Pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. Spiritual discernment. Pay attention to how you feel around people and situations. If something feels off, trust your intuition. By their fruits you will know them. Matthew 7:16. Guard your mind and energy. Be mindful of what you consume, who you allow into your space, and what thoughts you entertain. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Stand in your authority. You are not a victim, you are a warrior. The attacks will come, but you are already victorious. Behold, I have given you authority to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. Luke 10:19. The power of boundaries guarding your divine energy. As a chosen one, your energy field is both a shield and a beacon. It attracts those seeking truth, but it also draws in forces that seek to disrupt your peace. This is why setting strong spiritual and emotional boundaries is not an option. It is a necessity. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Not everyone deserves access to your presence. Not every environment aligns with your calling. You must be selective. There are those who will come into your life as vessels of light meant to uplift and encourage you. But there are also those who carry spiritual contamination, those who will drain your energy, sow seeds of doubt, and attempt to lead you away from your purpose. Do not entertain what is not aligned with your spirit. Recognize the signs. When you leave a conversation feeling drained, when a relationship constantly disrupts your peace, when an environment shifts your energy toward negativity, pay attention. These are not random occurrences, they are spiritual signals, warning you to protect your field. Spiritual warfare, a battle you were born to win. Spiritual attacks are not a question of if, but when. The moment you awaken to your calling, opposition will arise. Why? Because your light is a threat. The enemy does not waste time on those who are not dangerous. He fights those who are advancing. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Ephesians 6:12. The world will not always understand you. Some will question your journey. Some will doubt your mission. Some will actively try to diminish your faith. But remember this, opposition is proof of elevation. If you were not carrying something powerful, the enemy would have no reason to attack you. Living as a chosen one in a world that fears your light, you were never meant to fit in. You were designed to stand out. Your very existence disrupts the status quo. When you enter a room, the energy shifts. Some will be drawn to you, sensing the divine presence within you. Others will recoil, feeling exposed by your light. This is not a sign that something is wrong with you. This is confirmation that you are walking in your power. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 1:5. People may misunderstand your path. They may question your decisions. Do not let their lack of vision deter you. The calling on your life is not meant to be understood by everyone. Some are simply not equipped to see what God has revealed to you. Why you must never lower your vibration to fit in. When you dim your light to make others comfortable, you rob the world of the transformation you were sent to bring. Your purpose is not to conform, it is to awaken, to inspire, to elevate. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. Lowering your vibration means stepping out of alignment with your divine assignment. And when you step out of alignment, you open the door to confusion, stagnation, and spiritual attack. Stay elevated, stay connected, stay unapologetically in your power. Walking in full authority as a chosen one. To walk in your full authority, you must first accept who you are. You were not called to mediocrity. You were not chosen to live in fear. You were designed to operate in power. Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall hurt you. Luke 10:19. Authority is not just about speaking boldly. It is about living boldly. It is about making decisions with confidence, refusing to entertain what does not serve your higher calling, and standing firm even when the world pushes against you. To walk in authority means to own your light without apology. To walk in authority means to speak truth even when it is uncomfortable. To walk in authority means to protect your peace fiercely, knowing that what you carry is sacred. Your energy is meant to change the world, not conform to it. You were sent here for impact. Your energy is not just for your own growth, it is meant to shift atmospheres, break chains, and awaken others to their own divine power. You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. If you shrink back, who will lead? If you silence your voice, who will speak? If you refuse to rise, who will give others permission to do the same? Your light is needed, your presence is powerful, your mission is undeniable. This is not a metaphor. This is not a theory. This is your truth. From the beginning of time, before the foundations of this world were laid, you were set apart. You were marked by the divine, anointed to carry light where there is darkness, to bring order where there is chaos, to speak truth where deception reigns. But understand this, your presence will not go unnoticed. The world fears what it cannot control. It resists what it cannot comprehend. And when you walk in the fullness of your power, you will become a force that cannot be ignored. You will challenge everything false, everything weak, everything built on illusion. The sacred battle, why you must keep your frequency high. This is not just a journey, it is a spiritual war. Every step you take toward your divine destiny disrupts the forces that seek to keep the world in darkness. Every word of truth you speak tears down the lies that have enslaved minds. You were not chosen for comfort, you were chosen for conquest. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness. Ephesians chapter 6:12. This is why you must protect your energy at all costs. You cannot allow negativity to infiltrate your mind, to distort your vision, to lower your vibration. You are a vessel of divine power. Do not let the distractions of this world weaken your spiritual authority. Stay vigilant, stay discerning, stay elevated. The unshakable shield, your supernatural energy field. Chosen one, do you realize the magnitude of what you carry? You do not just walk through this world, you shift atmospheres. Your energy is a force, a living shield, an impenetrable field of divine protection. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 5. The attacks will come, but they will not prosper. The trials will rise, but they will not break you. The enemy will try to shake your confidence, to make you question your mission, but he has already lost, because you do not stand alone. The divine presence within you is your armor. Your energy is not just yours, it is a manifestation of the Most High. The more you align with your purpose, the stronger your shield becomes. No force, no demon, no opposition can penetrate what is divinely protected. Let the universe hear it. Let the spiritual realm take notice. This is not just a statement, it is an activation. The more you declare it, the stronger it becomes. Your words carry power. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Proverbs 18:21. Speak your authority into existence. The more you claim it, the more it manifests. Chosen one, you are protected by a supernatural energy field, a divine force that shields you from demonic attacks. But listen carefully. Just because this shield is impenetrable by default doesn't mean you can neglect it. The enemy can't break through, but it will always look for cracks. The real danger isn't a direct assault. It's the slow, unnoticed weakening of your energy field over time. That's how darkness creeps in, through small, seemingly insignificant openings that grow if left unchecked. You must be vigilant. You must recognize the signs before they manifest into something bigger. Energy leaks don't happen overnight. They are the result of prolonged exposure to negativity, spiritual neglect, and unguarded thoughts. If you are not aware, You might be unknowingly inviting attacks that should never have had access to you in the first place. Warning signs that your energy field is weakening. One of the clearest indicators of an energy leak is unexplained exhaustion. I'm not talking about normal tiredness. I mean a deep, draining fatigue that lingers even after rest. It feels as if something is siphoning your strength, leaving you spiritually depleted. You wake up already weary. You engage in daily life, but there's a heaviness pressing down on you. Then there's emotional instability. Suddenly, you find yourself more irritable, anxious, or weighed down by fears that don't belong to you. A mind once focused on divine purpose begins to entertain doubt, worry, and negativity. You start second-guessing yourself, questioning your worth, feeling disconnected from God's plan. That's not just life being difficult. That's a sign that something is trying to infiltrate your mind and lower your vibration. Another major red flag is a shift in your environment. When your energy is strong, negativity struggles to stay near you. But if you notice an increase in conflict, chaos, or strange disruptions in your space, it means something has found a way to linger. It might be people draining your energy, constant setbacks, or an overwhelming sense of oppression that wasn't there before. This is not a coincidence. It's evidence of an open door in your spiritual shield. How do these energy leaks form? Most of the time, these leaks happen gradually without you realizing it. They start in the mind. Fear is the #1 tool the enemy uses to break down your protection. The moment you entertain fear of failure, rejection, uncertainty, you are weakening your own defenses. Fear lowers your vibration, making you more susceptible to attacks that should never have reached you. Negativity is another entry point. If you find yourself surrounded by toxic energy, whether through relationships, environments, or even your own thought patterns, your shield takes a hit every time. Words carry power. If you constantly speak defeat, doubt, or self-condemnation, you are unknowingly programming your energy field for weakness. Then there's disconnection from divine purpose. When you neglect prayer, meditation, or fail to seek alignment with one, your energy becomes ungrounded. It's like a warrior walking into battle without armor. Your power is still within you, but you are exposed. The enemy looks for these moments of spiritual disconnection to whisper lies, to plant distractions, to pull you further away from your authority. How to repair and reinforce your energy field. The first step is awareness. You must recognize the patterns that have been draining you. Acknowledge them, but don't dwell on them. Act. The moment you realize your energy is being compromised, you take back control. Next, realign with God through prayer and fasting. Prayer is not just a ritual, it's a power move. It recalibrates your energy, sealing any cracks where negativity has tried to creep in. Fasting purifies not just the body but the spirit, clearing out energetic blockages and reigniting your divine frequency. Then reject fear and reprogram your mind. Every time fear tries to grip you, replace it with truth. Declare your divine protection. Speak life into your atmosphere. Say it out loud. I am untouchable. My energy field is unbreakable. No force of darkness can cross the barrier that God has placed around me. Words are not just sounds, they are forces that activate the spiritual realm. Use them wisely. Another critical step is elevating your environment. Remove yourself from low vibrational spaces. If certain people consistently drain your spirit, set boundaries. Protect your space, physically and spiritually. Anoint your home, play high-frequency worship music, speak blessings over your surroundings. Your environment should reflect the light you carry. And finally, raise your vibration daily. Eat foods that nourish your spirit, speak gratitude, meditate on divine truths. Spend time in silence to hear God's direction clearly. Your energy field thrives when you actively nurture it. The stronger your frequency, the less access darkness has to you. Final command: strengthen your guard. Chosen one, you were never meant to be weak. Your protection is not fragile, it's divine. But even the strongest warriors must maintain their armor. The enemy doesn't attack where it sees impenetrable light. It attacks where it sees hesitation, doubt, or weakness. That's why you must always be on guard, not in fear, but in authority. Your energy field is a gift, a shield that sets you apart. Strengthen it, guard it. Do not allow small cracks to become open doors. You are powerful beyond measure, but that power must be cultivated. No demon, no force of darkness, no negative energy can enter unless you allow it. So now I ask you, will you reinforce your divine shield today? Will you take authority over your energy, your thoughts, your atmosphere? Will you reclaim the power that has always been yours? Stand firm, strengthen your guard, and walk in the fullness of your supernatural protection. The final call, your mission begins now, chosen one. You are not here by accident. You are here because you were called. And that calling is not just about you. It is about the lives you are meant to impact, the chains you are meant to break, the truth you are meant to reveal. The world needs your light. It needs your voice. It needs your leadership. So I ask you now, will you step forward? Will you embrace your mission? Will you stand firm, unwavering, and walk in the fullness of your power? If your answer is yes, if you know deep in your soul that you are ready to rise, comment "I am chosen" below. Let this be your declaration, your initiation, your undeniable affirmation of who you are, and share this message. There are others like you who are searching for confirmation. Be the sign they have been waiting for. Now go, walk in your power, stand in your light, and never forget you were born for this.